and you remember all her hardship, all the times that she struggled, but yet she went through all that to get her degree, and you see her get her diploma, what will you be feeling?
I appreciate and proud of her.
You feel proud of her.
Yeah.
You would remember that and feel proud of her.
Yeah.
I believe you would. So here's the thing. You've already had an ugly baby. It's already happened. You didn't ask for this baby to be brought into your life, but yet there it was, and you saw the hardship and the difficulty your child went through. You already have an ugly baby, and the baby that was brought into your life is, I'm unlovable. And isn't it true that you've gone through many different hardships just like that ugly baby? And isn't it true that you could feel so proud of yourself for all that you've achieved despite having that feeling? Is that not true? Aren't you someone to be proud of?
Yeah, sure.
So ugly baby brought something beautiful to your life. It created the ability to feel proud and feel loved. So what we did there in the beginning is unlovable, bad, push away. We changed the relationship to unlovable, proud of myself. In the presence of unlovable, I became a mental health professional. It's something to be proud of. Do you want to get rid of that baby? Or did it make you a special person? So that's what we mean. She has a new relationship now with unlovable, which is sometimes it hurts me, but I can also be proud of it. So there's two things she can do, just like the spider. She can feel it and it'll feel hurt, and she can also feel proud of herself. Which one's right? They're both right. But what she has now is freedom, a little bit more freedom to relate to this thought in a different way. Oh, so good. I know. But now we're going to do another one. Shall we do some more?
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can get her to think it's a funny thought. And I can do that too. Ready? Okay, so we're going to have a conversation, you and me. And the only word we get to use is unlovable. Okay, so we can only say unlovable. That's the only words we have. Okay? So, ready? Unlovable.
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 Ôi bà. Unlovable.
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 Hot lắm đó. Unlovable.
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 Singing in opera. Unlovable.
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 Highest voice you can. Unlovable.
Unlovable.
Lowest voice. Unlovable.
Unlovable.
Robot voice. Unlovable.
Unlovable.
Okay, good.
Oh.
So stop. She's laughing at the thought now. She's laughing at the thought.
Con ngon nhúng.
So now she has three things she can do with the thought. Believe it to be true, feel bad, see it as something to be proud of, and it can be laughed at. It can be something that, you just don't take seriously. So she has freedom, a little bit more freedom now. But nowhere in there, like ACT, or like CBT, are we trying to get rid of it? We're saying, no, you can play with it, you can sing about it, you can be proud of it, and you can feel hurt by it. But you have more choices now. You have flexibility, choices in how you can respond to this thought and feeling. So we'll do a couple more. Shall we do some more?
Yeah.
I'll try to teach her that fighting this thought is not helpful. So I'm going to take a piece of paper here, and I'm going to write unlovable on it. Unlovable. So maybe I'm going to say, okay, here's unlovable.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to put it I'll put it here. Okay. I want you to pretend like, do you mind, you could just stay right there. And let's say you want to make friends with her. Okay? So your job is to go over and say hello and make friends with her. I am going to be on your mind. And you be you. And you just be you. okay? So go over there, and now we'll stand up, I guess. So I want you to put your hand up. Here's unlovable. Go make a friend. You can't, you're unlovable. You can't. You're unlovable.
Hello.
You can't. No, you can't. You
How
can't.
are you?
You can't. You're unlovable. You can't. You cannot. You're unlovable. You cannot. You can't go. You're unlovable. You cannot. You cannot.
Anh này quật lần nữa, hồi nãy mà lấy mất.
Okay, so then we'll say, okay, now take unlovable. Yeah, and now go make a friend. It's hard to make friends if you're fighting with unlovable. But if you carry unlovable with you, it's easy to make friends. You still have unlovable.
Còn the thua đó.
You have unlovable in both cases, but the fighting with unlovable makes it hard to make friends. So every patient I see, I have them write down their passengers on a piece of paper. I say, I want you to carry it in your pocket everywhere you go for the next week. Just have it in your pocket. And you know it's there, and just let it be with you wherever you go. That way you don't have to think about it so much. And the idea there, that's acceptance. Accept that it's there. So now she has, I can accept this thought and see it as a piece of paper. I can see this thought as something that I fight with creates trouble for me. I can be proud of myself for having this thought. I can laugh at this thought, and I can take it seriously if I want. So she has many different ways of relating to this thought. So that's what we mean by acceptance, or find different ways of relating to the thought. She always has the choice of taking it seriously, but we're creating flexibility for you. So now she has many, many different things. And for the rest of your life, the cool thing is this doesn't take long. I know that for the rest of her life, you're going to remember this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're going to be 85 years old, and some days you're going to feel I'm unlovable, and you'll remember this day that I can sing about it. And you'll remember this day that I can be proud of myself for this. It doesn't take a lot, but I've changed her mind for the rest of her life just by doing that. And so kind of going back to the hopeless, we would do very similar things, which is hopeless, push on it. Hopeless, sing about it. Hopeless, same thing, just create. So you can take this idea of hopeless seriously, but if you do, that's going to make you want to hurt yourself. But you can also laugh at this thought. It's a dumb thought. You can make it a funny thought, just like create a lot of different ways of relating to the thought, one of which would be take it seriously, but you don't have to. So that's acceptance. Just let it be present and have a lot of different ways of relating to the thought. So that's how we those are the techniques. There's a lot of different techniques we use, but those are some examples of how this might be done. So in this workshop, I mentioned that, like, I'll change your life. And the thing is, your life has already been changed. And this is the cool thing about the human mind and the difficult thing about the human mind. So I'll give you a couple more examples. So who else can I pick? I'm picking a lot of different things. Back there. How about for you, okay? I want you to give me a number between 0 and 10, but it cannot be 7, okay? So in a minute, I'm going to ask you, give me a number between 0 and 10, and you have to give me a number that's not 7, and it cannot have any connection to 7, no relationship with 7, okay? So, okay. Give me a number between 0 and 10. 9, very nice. Did she do it right or wrong? That's a wrong answer. Why is it a wrong answer? The human mind cannot produce the right answer to that. And the reason why is I said, how do you know if it's the right, is it the right answer in your mind? How do you know it's the right answer? The human mind can't answer that question because I said it can't have any relationship with 7. So what she had to do to answer that question is go into her mind and think not 7. And she picked 9. But she had to first go to 7 to get to 9. So I said you can't have any relationship with 7, but 9 is not 7 in her mind. So she cannot get the right answer because every answer she gives, she's going to have 7 first and then think not 7. So it's always going to have a relationship with 7.
គាត់ព្យាយាមកុំឲ្យពាក្យឲ្យ7ណាដល់ពេលអញ្ចឹងណា7នេះដែលនៅក្នុង mind គាត់នឹងគេហ្នឹងហើយ
So I just do that for fun, but the reason why I did that, the cool thing about the human mind is it can't answer that question. But the bigger picture for you is I wanted to change your life a little bit. Here's something else. Number 9, right? That's what you picked, number 9. Number 9. She picked number 9. There's a good chance that for everyone in this room, 20 years from now, I could say, remember the workshop? What's the number? And you're going to say 9. You're going to remember it for the rest of your life. That's how easy it is to change the human mind. That's how easy it is to put a passenger in your mind. I can put a passenger in your mind. Now you have a passenger. It's not a bad one. You have a passenger called 9. And it's going to be there for the rest of your life. And you're also going to remember ugly baby for the rest of your life.
No, I remember your hand pushed me not
Yes, you will.
with her.
So
Why?
So it's kind of cool. Like it's easy to change the human mind. It's easy to put passengers in. It's just that we can't get them off the bus. So I can't get number 9 off your buses now. You all have number 9 on your bus. And you all have ugly baby on your bus. And it'll be there for the rest of your life. So ACT says we can put passengers on the bus. We can create flexibility, but we can't get them off the bus. And that's where it differs from CBT. CBT says we're going to get ugly, unlovable off the bus. We're going to get 9 off the bus. And ACT says you cannot. You can't get them off the bus. You just can't. And that's okay. You don't have to get it off the bus. You can just have a new relationship with the thought and live your life with the thought. No problem. So that's fun. So we do this all the time with clients. I'm doing ugly baby. I'm pushing with them. We're singing together. We're doing this. It doesn't look like therapy. And people sometimes in the office will be like, what's going on in there? You guys are singing and stuff? You're like, yeah, we're just like, we're doing this sort of therapy. And the clients enjoy it. It's fun for them to think like, I've been calling myself unlovable and it hurts me. It's kind of wild for me to think that it's funny. It's kind of wild for me to think of it as pushing on a car. It just changes their way of relating to the thought and it creates freedom. So we're creating freedom and flexibility in the presence of something that hurts. And that's kind of the main idea of ACT. That's called acceptance. That's the whole acceptance part of ACT is letting it be there, not trying to get rid of it, and playing with it a little bit and having different ways of relating to it. So does that help like kind of get the idea? Thank you so much. That's really good. And I appreciate that from one unlovable person to another.
Thank you.
Thank you for, yeah, very good, yeah.